What's up, everybody? This is the Gaming Eraser, and we're going to be playing Assetto Corsa once again. Alright, let's get on with it. Back in the Alfa Romeo for a quick race. We're going to be tackling a lot of Fiats today, it looks like. And we're off. And right from the get-go, the Alfa Romeo passes literally everyone. Except for, the four guys, or the three guys that, I didn't pass, but that's minor detail. We're not gonna pay much attention to it. Alright, we're gonna take it on the outside into this one, and nope, gonna run into the back of him. That's whoa, bro, what are you doing today? Hey, that's not very nice. I mean, I did run into you earlier, but I mean, who was paying attention to that? Not me. Alright. Not sure why this car is considered to be in the same class. No, what is that? I cannot quite tell. Looks like it's a Mercedes or a BMW from back here. Let's see if we can't track him down. He's got a handy lead, I'll give him that. Brakes. Oh yeah, there we go. Just straight. Whoops, I'm gonna run into him. I'm sorry. My bad, bro. My bad. Didn't mean to. Promise. I didn't take you out. I'll let you keep the lead after that. I'm not gonna take you out like that. But that is the first time I've actually hit somebody on this game with some decent speed, and it leads me to wonder exactly how easy it's gonna be to take people out. Not that I would do that. Pfft, you, me? Nah. Alright, I am going to need to clean it up a little bit because it's pretty sloppy if I'm honest. And brakes, just tap them, see if I can't outbrake them again. That was pretty good, I liked that. Whoa, did not mean to hit that rubble strip that hard. Alright, right on his tail here. I'm not quite close enough to be able to actually, yes. That's a sign that this game is on a little bit too easy of a setting right now. Yeah, the fact that I was able to overtake from that far behind. I've kind of done some quick races messing around with the difficulty settings just to see where I'm at with this game right now, and seems to be, for me, a weird switch almost is a good way of wording it, I think, where one difficulty setting is extremely easy. The next one is, a little bit easier, or excuse me, a little bit harder, and then the next one up is ridiculously hard. Not ridiculously hard to a point where you can't podium, but if you want to win, you're gonna have to struggle. And for me, that's just a little bit annoying, especially when you're getting into a game and you don't get to qualify, so you get to start in last every single race. I don't know, maybe later on in the game we do get to qualify. I can only pray that we get to, because having to start in last place every single time is more than a little bit annoying, and I really think Assetto Corsa would be a little smarter than that. That's a pet peeve of mine, is games that make you start in last every single time, especially a game that's gonna try to say it's an actual racing simulator. Well, if you want to get me as close to reality as you possibly can, I need to be able to qualify or practice. Because what racing series goes out without qualifying just says, oh, yeah, you're going to start here, you're going to start here, you're going to start here. Smaller racing series, dirt track especially, they'll have a pill draw to determine qualifying, and then hot laps will kind of determine our starting order. Which that's in the essence of saving time is what that's done for. Which I can understand that, faster cars always end up making their way to the front anyway. But when you're talking about road course racing, I can't think of a single series that sends everybody out for a race not having done any sort of qualifying whatsoever. So, we're gonna hope that that's just for these smaller street legal cars. Once we get into the GT cars and others, that that'll change it up a little bit, and we will no longer have to start in the last place for every single race. And making the way through the corners. I'm really a pretty big fan of this track, and this game doesn't have a lot of tracks, so that's pretty annoying. But I will say, the tracks this game does have are tracks that a lot of other games don't incorporate, like the old Monza circuits on this game, and I had never raced that circuit on any game before, and I thought the oval would be the oval part of the Monza would be a lot more interesting than it is. Thought it'd be almost more like modern day Daytona with the high banks. You can just go as fast as you absolutely can, but it's a little bit hard to control actually, which is pretty cool. I think that I like it that way. You know, it's older, they don't even use it anymore, so you would expect it to kind of feel rougher. It's not nice and smooth and well maintained like Daytona is. So I really like that. Hopefully we'll be on that track relatively soon here. I can only pray with a faster car though, because I don't really want to be running around the Monza with a Alfa Romeo. Not an insult to this car, but if I can hit 200 miles an hour, that'd be a lot more fun than what I probably hit 120 max with this car. This is a pretty long race actually. It's 5 laps. We're going to be on to the last lap here after this set of corners. Running off the grass a little bit, that's alright. Whoa! I messed that up. And it looks like I have a 5.2 second lead, perhaps. Not exactly sure what all this stuff means just yet with this game, and I'm still not quite sure why there's a position tracker on both sides of my screen either. Like I said, this game does a lot of stuff differently than most racing games does, and it takes some getting used to. I'm using that bridge as my braking point for this corner, and I think I might be using too much brake. Probably don't need to be on the brakes quite that hard. Alright, into this slowest corner, I think, on this course. 28 miles an hour through there. Alright. And onto the straightaway. Let's see how fast we actually get with this car on this track. I thought it was 120 last lap, and now I don't think I'm getting anywhere near 120. There's triple digits. And 108, 109 maybe it touched. And float through the corner, use the apex. I don't usually use the racing line on games, but since I'm still fairly new to this game, I'm definitely going to use it, although not really paying attention to where it tells me to brake, because it's pretty much trash to use the game's brakes right now. You'd be taking corners so slow. Alright, and we will be across the line in just a little bit. That's race 1 for the day done, I think. So I got the checkered flag. There we go. Got a little bit confused there. Oh, do I have to wait for everyone else to finish? That's annoying. They're like an hour behind me. Do I seriously have to sit here and wait for everyone else to finish the race? Oh boy. There they come. All those beautiful Fiats whizzing by. It's truly a thing of beauty, isn't it? Alright, there we go. That is extremely annoying that I have to wait for them all to finish. Okay. I believe I hit quit to go. Yes, 4 out of 5 events completed now. And Looks like the last one's going to be the BMW M3 E30 Time Attack. Let's do it. So this is the last event of the Novice series, or the Novice Series 1. And it's just going to be ending on a time attack. So what we're going to do is we're going to see what is gold. Gold is 4,000. So, ooh, this car sounds mean. Never been a huge fan of the E30 BMW, but ooh, I've never been a huge fan of anything BMW, to be completely honest. The i8 is pretty cool. The M3 GTS and M4 GTS, again, pretty cool. But BMW's been always one of those car companies to me that can do a lot and has the potential to make some amazing vehicles and choose not to for some reason. I don't know, there's supposed to be a new Z4 coming out in conjunction with Toyota's new Supra, so we'll see how that ends up. I don't know, BMW just seems to be a very conservative company. They don't do anything too crazy, you know. You see their rivals, Audi and Lexus. Lexus comes out with the LFA and their new LC 500, and then the RCF as well. You know, those are all sports cars, supercars. They're extremely good looking. You know, Audi has the R8 and the TT RS. You know, both of those sports and supercars, extremely good looking, extremely quick. And then you have BMW, who has said countless times that they're not going to be making a sports car, or a supercar, excuse me. They have the M4 right now, which is probably their sportiest car out there, and it's, I mean, you don't get me wrong, it's definitely an Audi TTRS competitor, but they don't have a supercar out there like the Audi R8 or Lexus LFA. You know, they don't have something wow, you know. The i8's the closest you're gonna get to something wow from them, and to be honest, that's more visual wow. Performance-wise, it's not anything ridiculous in today's standards, you know. And I just saw an article, I think it was earlier this week, that said that the M Performance division of BMW was too busy to work on a standalone supercar, and just, you know, very well may be true. I know if you're going to buy a BMW 3 Series, or actually not 3 Series so much anymore, more 4 Series or a 2 Series, the M4 and the M2 are extremely good looking, and definitely the M2 is a very good car. So if you're going to go BMW route, you might as well go M Series. So I can understand if they're truly busy, but I think that they're making a big mistake, or they're afraid that they can't come up with something that their competitors are doing. I don't know. Then again, I'm not on the inside. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they've got something spectacular planned. Maybe this new Z5, I think they're going to call it, Z4 replacement car, will be absolutely amazing. And I would love that, you know. I think everyone would love it. I hope, though, you all know when Subaru and Toyota got together and made the BRZ and GT86, those two cars ended up looking almost identical. I mean, they're a little bit different up front, but other than that, the front bumper being a little different, the cars look almost identical, they perform almost identical. I'm hoping the Supra and the Z5 are different than that. You know, I want them to be easily distinguishable before, you know, if they're different, if they're pretty much the same performance-wise, that's, you know, that's not a big deal. However, I'd like them to be substantially different when it comes to the way they look. I was really hoping that Toyota would use more of the FT-1 concept that came out a few years ago, and almost do what Acura did with the NSX, Acura Honda. When that concept car came out back in 2012, I want to say, that was amazing. You know, everyone was like, wow, look at that, that's stunning. And then they kept it all the way through production. They kept that same basic look. You know, it changed a little bit, and they had to make a few vents and stuff bigger just to help with cooling and all that, but the majority of the car easily recognizable with the concept. And I think when Toyota came out with the FT-1, they really put that car in the minds of a lot of fans out there, including myself. I remember when I saw that car, debuted at the LA Auto Show, I believe, in 2014, and it was beautiful. And I think I had it as my desktop background for a while. And then I actually got to see it in person at the Detroit Auto Show, and it was even better looking in person. It was really cool. So that is what is etched in my mind for what the Supra should be. And the BMW Z5, I just want it to be distinguishable from the Supra. I quite like this car's handling, actually, as I've been playing with it here, rambling on. This game's gonna have a nice progression through fast cars, I think, because we started off with the Fiat, and that thing was a little bit slow. Obviously, it was actually quite painfully slow. Then we had that Alpha, which felt like a good boost to speed, but not so much that we're not ready for it quite yet. And then we come here, and I'm using more brake than I probably need to, and still having a lot of fun. So once we start getting into some GT cars, this game probably is going to be quite good. Looks like this should probably... Ooh, that checkpoint's farther away than I thought it was. Should make it. Barely made it. I'm gonna have to step it up here a little bit because I don't have the 4,000 points I need. Gonna probably do something extremely dumb and overshoot the corner. Yep, I knew I was doing it right when it happened. Oh, alright. Okay, so after that little mishap of me overshooting the corner like a complete idiot, I have gone back through. I have done it correctly this time. We're at 4,000 points. So now we just need to gradually let time run out. I've noticed the past couple times I've tried to just kind of take it slow and just let time run out. I've actually started getting deducted points. And considering I'm only beating the threshold by 65 points, I don't want to lose any more points. So we're gonna just go ahead and pass a few more checkpoints, maybe. Okay. Apparently we're not gonna pass any more checkpoints. We're gonna be done right there. Alrighty then, that's been the episode. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to come back next time. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See ya.